Hey guys, it's Jenny Silver, and today the Department of Labor has released their directives to the state unemployment departments regarding exactly how they are to implement the programs for unemployment from the American Rescue Plan. There's two reasons why this is good news that this guidance has been released. Number one, it means that the states now know the details of how to implement the programs, which means that I can tell you how the states are going to be implementing the programs. But the main reason that this is good news is because that means that because the states have now received these directives, these state unemployment departments can begin to implement their changes in their systems. They can begin to update their unemployment programming on their internal systems, which will lead to getting you paid. Keep in mind that the Department of Labor issuing these directives is the first step in the process. Now that we have these directives, we will be awaiting from these state unemployment departments to then issue statements on these programs. Each state is going to vary a little bit according to how they carry out these programs, and each state will vary greatly on when they are able to implement these changes. If you are in my home state of California, I will continue to provide updates on exactly when the California EDD gets these changes up and running. Now, there aren't a lot of big changes in these directives. I know that many of you were hoping to see a change on having to file for a new claim when you reach that 12-month mark on a traditional unemployment claim, but unfortunately there's not a provision in here for that. You might still be able to change that provision where you have to reapply for state benefits after the 1-year mark. That could still be changed, but according to these directives, there is no language in here that says that they will be changing that. In fact, there is language in here that further implements the need to reapply, and I'm going to show it to you a little bit later. I also want to clarify that just because this directive is now ready and out in the world, it doesn't mean that the programs are up and running. The next step is for the state level unemployment departments to start to implement these changes in their systems. They identify here the Continued Assistance Act, which was established in December 27th in the December stimulus bill, and that Continued Assistance Act extended the expiration dates for PUC and PUA, and it reauthorized the FPUC program at $300 per week, in addition to several other things that it extended. Now, for PUA, they confirm here that the end date of the period for PUA program is extended without interruption to weeks of unemployment ending on or before September 6th. Now, they go on here to clarify that this end date is in accordance and varies according to when your state unemployment week ends. So, if your last day of your unemployment week ends on a Saturday, you are extended up until September 4th, and if the last day of your state unemployment week ends on a Sunday, you're extended up until September 5th. Now, additional weeks are available for PUA. PUA is increased from 50 weeks to 79 weeks. Now, I'm going to pause here because if you are in my home state of California or another state that has Fed Ed or extended benefits activated, your state unemployment department might not have told you 79 weeks. They may have told you 86 weeks. Now, the California EDD released a statement in their press release that PUA was extended to 86 weeks. The reason for that is because if you're in a state that has your extended benefits or your Fed Ed program activated, it means that you will have 7 weeks of federally funded extended benefits added into your claim. Now, not every state is in an activated extended benefits state, like the state of California. But if you are in a state with an extended benefits program activated, meaning your unemployment rate is high enough according to your state guidelines, then PUA programs will have an additional 7 weeks added in, such as in California, where we have 86 weeks in total. Now, they're referring to the ARPA, that is the American Rescue Plan Act, the most recent stimulus bill. Next, they go on to state that if you were a traditional unemployment claim and you were denied Fed Ed, your benefits ended, and you were granted a PUA claim as an extension, that they are required to move you back to PEUC, back to a traditional unemployment claim, which is now federally extended. They're required to move you back to that. Now, this also was the case for the December stimulus bill as well. And here they state that they have up to 6 weeks to move you back from a PUA claim over to a PEUC claim. They state here that this extends FPUC program at $300 per week through the week ending on or before September 6, 2021. Most likely you will be ending September 4th or September 5th. Then they state that there is an extension of the MEUC program. Now, the MEUC program is the Mixed Earners Unemployment Compensation, which is an additional $100 per week extra boost for individuals that have $5,000 worth of self-employment the year prior to being unemployed or more, but that self-employment was disregarded and they were put onto a traditional unemployment claim. So this extends the MEUC program up until September 6th. PEUC, they state that it is extended without interruption 2 weeks of unemployment ending on or before September 6th. Next, they talk about extended benefits. Now, if you're in my home state of California, extended benefits is known as Fed Ed. They state here that claimants must exhaust extended benefits or Fed Ed before being eligible to receive additional amount of PEUC now available. That means that if you are receiving Fed Ed or extended benefits, you're going to use up your entire claim balance for that, and then you will be eligible to be moved over to PEUC for the remaining weeks up until claim week ending September 4th or September 5th, depending on your state end date. Next, they state that an individual may be considered eligible for extended benefits or Fed Ed after they exhaust PEUC, provided that such a week occurs during an extended benefit period. This applies even if the individual's benefit year has expired. What this means is that if you collect PEUC up until claim week ending September 4th, all of the stimulus provisions for unemployment have ended. Well, Fed Ed or extended benefits continues as long as the program is activated by your state having a high enough unemployment rate. In the state of California, the unemployment rate must be 6% or higher in order to have Fed Ed kicked on. Currently, the unemployment rate is right around 9%. So if you get to the end of claim week ending September 4th, and the unemployment rate still remains high, then you will be eligible to go on to Fed Ed after that for up to 20 weeks. For collecting, exhausted, or have previously collected under any of these federally run programs, PUA, PEUC, MEUC, FPUC, it's a lot of acronyms, then your state unemployment department is required to notify you of change dates. They must also provide instructions on how to reopen your claims if that is necessary. States must also post general information on their social media. Now, this is the document that shows the coordination of the programs because there are many different moving pieces within these, and sometimes different programs will be applied to you at different points in time. Now, they state here that there are certain circumstances under which the individual who is collecting PEUC and becomes eligible for a new benefit year of regular unemployment compensation may be able to continue collecting PEUC instead of filing a regular UC claim. Now, this refers back to a publication that I've referenced previously. The publication states that if you do not qualify for a new claim because you did not earn enough wages the year prior due to collecting unemployment, that the state may keep you on your old claim and apply the PEUC extension to your old claim. Additionally, the state may keep you on your old claim and apply the PEUC extension to your old claim if you qualify for a new claim, but you qualify at a weekly benefit award amount that is $25 less than your old weekly benefit award amount, or even smaller. Then you can also be kept on your old claim and extended. Regarding extended benefits and regular unemployment compensation, they state here that if at any time while the individual is collecting extended benefits, the individual becomes eligible for a regular unemployment claim, the individual must stop collecting extended benefits and file a new regular unemployment claim. Now, if you are in the state of California, this is a big change because what we were noticing previously, and this wasn't necessarily stated anywhere on the EDD's website, but what we have been noticing up until this point is that if you were collecting Fed Ed, that claims would continue to pay out up until the claim balance was exhausted. Well, here we have the Department of Labor telling the EDD, state unemployment departments very clearly that if you qualify to receive a new unemployment claim, that they must switch you out over to the state unemployment claim. My guess is that going forward, the EDD will let us know that Fed Ed claimants are in fact required to reapply at the 1-year point. Now, this is an assumption based on what the Department of Labor is stating, so we do need to wait to see exactly what the EDD states with regards to this. Next, they state that the individual must have exhausted their existing extended benefit or Fed Ed entitlement before reverting back and collecting additional amount of PUC made available under the Continued Assistance Act. Now, they have a flow chart here that shows you the progression through the various programs. If you are in regular unemployment, that means that you were a W-2 employee prior to being unemployed, then you would begin your regular unemployment compensation. After that, you would then move to PEUC extension. After that, you would then move on to extended benefits. Now, under extended benefits, they state that if an individual qualifies for a new regular unemployment claim, the individual must stop collecting extended benefits and file a new regular unemployment claim. They also state that you must exhaust all of your extended benefits or Fed Ed before moving over to additional weeks of PEUC from either stimulus bill. An individual exhausts extended benefits or the state is not triggered on, an individual must be unemployed, partially unemployed, or unable or unavailable to work because of a COVID-19 related reason, then you may qualify for PUA. Okay, you guys, so that is what we have from the Department of Labor in terms of guidance of how to implement the new provisions from the American Rescue Plan. Now, once again, this is good news because it means that the states can now begin to work at implementing the programs. Next, we're going to be looking to the state unemployment departments, most likely in the form of press releases first, to be stating exactly when they will be able to get these extensions up and running. Okay, you guys, I hope that was helpful. Please click like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down